Hi, first grade. I hope you guys are doing well. It's a new week, so which means we have new words. Okay, so this week for your spelling words and your phonics, you're going to be working with words that have open and closed syllables. Now, here's what that means. That means when you separate the words into syllables, remember when we clap, like cat or dinosaur or hippopotamus. Remember that? Doing that on Go Noodle? Okay? So now, this week, your open syllables, words that have open syllables, means that when you separate it, the word ends on a vowel. And it usually means it's a long vowel. So let's look. Look at the word pilot. Okay? If you were to separate this word into the two separate syllables, where would you separate? It would be pilot. See my line? That's how you would separate it, just like that. Now, if you look, the separation ends in a vowel, which means it's an open syllable. And look, I, long I, pilot. Okay? So then closed syllable means where you separate it, you end on a consonant. Okay? So let's look here. Button. Where would you separate button? You would put the line right here. And look, your T is a consonant, and that's where you are separating it, is right there. So this is a closed. So it's open syllable means you separate it where the vowel is, and it's also going to be a long vowel. Okay? And then this one is a closed syllable because you're separating it where the consonant is, and it's also going to end up being a short vowel. Okay, so now let's look at these words. Some of these words you might see in your story this week, and then some are just other words that you would practice with open and closed syllables. Okay, so let's look. So we have napkin, basket, ribbon, mitten, dentist, zigzag, upset, pretzel, zebra, and cozy. Now, how many of these are open syllables, meaning you would separate them after the vowel? Out of the two lines that I just read, there are only two, okay? And that's zebra, you separate it there, and cozy, separate it there. Whereas all the others, you have napkin, you have basket, ribbon, mitten, dentist, zigzag, upset, pretzel. Okay, so that's how you all separate them. So the ones that I'm going to circle in purple are the open ones because they end up, you separate those on the vowel. Okay, so now let's look at some other words. We have lion, tiger, prefix, music, secret, fix, fixes, fixing, houses, and glasses. Okay, what about all of these? Okay, where would you separate those? Are those open or closed? Which ones are open? All right, I'm going to circle the ones that are open. Ready? Lion, tiger, prefix, music, secret. Okay? How about these? Are any of these open? Nope, those are not open. So now I'm going to separate all the open ones. So lion, tiger, prefix, music, secret. Okay, now if we were to separate these, so look, fix. That only has one syllable, so there's nothing to separate. Here, fixes, fixing, houses, glasses. Okay? And then now these words down here, these are review from last week. You remember what the prefix Un stands for, that means it's the opposite or to not do that. So the opposite of to unlock is to lock, okay? Now, what about the prefix re? What does re stand for? Reread. So re means to do it again. So if you're rereading, you are reading it again. If you are rewriting, you are writing it again. So let's look. We went to a program about a baby kitten. Can you find a word that is open, that has an open syllable? Okay, there are two. Okay, so there is program and baby. Okay, because if those, you would separate right here. So program, so you hear that long vowel, that long O, and baby, again, the long A. Now what about the word kitten? Is that open or is that closed? That is closed because, whoops, wrong marker. That is closed because you're separating it after the consonant, kit-ten, okay? All right, now read this sentence for me. I keep my mittens in the pockets of my jacket. All right, so mittens, pockets, and jacket. Are those open syllables or are those closed syllables? They are closed because look, mittens, pockets, jacket. Okay, it's all on where you separate them. And is it a short vowel sound or a long vowel sound? So everything up here that I circled, that is an open syllable word because you split it at the vowel and it has a long vowel. Z, O, I, E, U, E, A, and O. Everything else that I've separated has a short I. Okay, so you're going to work on practice book page 294 today. All right, and work on these open and closed syllables, and that's what your spelling words will have today too. All right, bye first grade.